Well, 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 congratulations. If you're here, that means you're still interested in watching this channel after seeing our reaction to the first episode. If you're new here, let me explain. We didn't hate the first episode, or even dislike it, but we just thought it was fine.
Yeah, I like the miniseries more than the pilot of this season. Maybe it'll be unlike any TV show ever, where the second episode is actually better. I'm remaining optimistic.
We're just two guys that are watching this show. Do we like sci-fi? Yeah, and we love Star Trek, but we're not here to point out every little Easter egg and catch every little detail. We're just casually watching Battlestar Galactica to have a good time. We watched 1978 last year on our Patreon, and now we're following up with this. So, we're just two dudes. It's not that serious. If you get mad at our reaction or what we have to say, or if we don't like it as much as you want,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Previously on Battlestar Galactica.
here we go, yeah. Explain it to me.
Some are programmed to believe they're human, like so that they don't know.
Sharon, what are you doing here?
Okay, so she must be one of the ones that believe she's human then.
Makes sense.
She must have no idea who she is. That's a nice cut.
Something wrong? No, sir. It's just morning, sir. What time is it? Oh, 5:45?
Now this is the other boomer, right? Not the same one we just saw, right?
I would assume that it's the one that's been on the ship, but just the way she's acting makes me seem like it's, like, for some reason she has no memory right now. Like, doesn't know who she is. You know, by the way she looked at her name tag. Clearly they have their own thoughts and personalities.
Oh my god.
I'm already lost, chat. Chat, is this coherent? Let's talk about the intro a little bit, because we didn't talk about it last time. Fan of the original intro, I think, more. But this one is good. It definitely fits the tone. Like, imagine this dark, grim show and then the dun, 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 of the original show.
Oh, yeah.
But that one definitely got me a bit more hyped, just where this is like, all right, we're depressed.
Yeah, this show is like everything sucks. This is horrible. This is like, there's no hope here. Gritty, dark, sexual.
Yeah. Raunchy.
Yeah. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Sam Witwer's in this one too. Hell yeah.
What do you think that was for?
Rationing out his drinks, making sure no one comes in and steals it, so he can see the lines. I don't know.
Do it.
Yeah, I can see how that could definitely have some traumatic effects, blowing up a ship of presumably innocent people.
I can't.
We did what we had to do, son. A man takes responsibility for his actions, right or wrong.
Ronald Moore.
Let Adama sound the trumpets. I think it makes him feel more comfortable. Maybe if he feels more comfortable, he'll be a little easier to deal with.
That's smart.
No, it's not smart. It's politics. I think I'm going to get
His face.
Yeah.
fine.
It looks great.
You don't know anything about women, do you? Without your extraordinary dedication, your tireless effort, no one of us would be here today. I'm proud to serve as your president. Thank you.
Carry on.
Sir.
It's just like such an adjustment. It's like, it's filmed like a workplace comedy, but it's like this dark, depressing show, you know? Like Firefly had a handheld, but it was, I feel, much more subtle than like what we like. This looks like The Office or something. The way it's being filmed, it's very interesting.
Galactica's water recycling system is close to 100% effective. We have enough water for several years before replenishing.
I see.
There are at this moment 6 G4 detonators missing from the small arms locker on deck 15.
They put that message at the beginning of the episode. Some of them don't know if they're silenced or not to tell us, like, yeah, Boomer's a Cylon, but she doesn't know it.
I guess she didn't really show any signs of knowing.
What are you telling me for? Munitions go missing. You gotta go tell the Master at Arms right now.
I know that!
Sharon, you can't screw around with stuff like this.
Dude, this guy does not mess around.
That guy is business on top.
yeah.
Oh, you love my life? I don't care. Go tell them that you stole them.
Oh yeah, these
I really
guys.
like your hair.
My hair?
I don't know anything about women.
She got in his head, dude.
Ruined it.
Well, this entire ceremony was his idea.
I know. I think he's enjoying it.
Well, actually, he hates protocol, pomp, and all that.
Really?
I'm right here. I can hear you.
Decompression alarm!
Well, that's not good.
Think that was her explosives?
That would make sense.
Every tank on the port side is ruptured. We're venting all our water directly into space.
We have enough water to last for years.
Yeah, like, oh, we finally fixed one problem.
I thought they were explaining that to explain to us, like in case we were asking questions. How are they getting water?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
But nope, not anymore.
Can you tell what happened?
Don't worry.
Copy that, DC-1. I feel better knowing you're on it.
Don't worry. It's not your bomb.
Oh yeah, because no one knows that they're a thing.
Yeah.
It looks like burn marks from an explosive.
Tough to tell. It's pretty rusted out.
Bro has no poker face.
Most planets are just hunks of rock or balls of gas. The galaxy is a pretty barren and desolate place when you get right down to it.
Dr. Baltar, please share the results of your study.
I was wondering why he was here.
Well, the thing is, I haven't actually done anything.
Will require, at minimum, 2.5 million JPs of water.
Is that per month?
Per week.
Per week, yep. Good luck.
The fewer a lot.
Okay, so that Boomer.
It's very, I'm interested.
Watch the fucking show.
Yeah.
I suppose we have a plan B?
Plans B, C, D, and E are the same as Plan A. Get off the planet and get back to the ship. Come on.
So what happens when this Boomer gets back to Galactica?
The ship?
Yeah.
Due to the size of the residual scoring and the burn points that she believes that we may never know who took the detonators.
This briefing is strictly confidential.
I do like Baltar, I do, but I need some John Calico's character flair for him.
Some razzmatazz.
Yeah, besides like, oh, you know what I mean?
There is at least one Cylon aboard the Galactica.
Well, there you go. So it begins.
Dr. Baltar, how are we doing on the screenings?
Screenings?
You're supposed to be screening Galactica crew.
Bro has no idea.
Predicted it.
I haven't been doing anything.
There are significant problems. Tetrahydrocycline, but it's a highly volatile
Let me stop you right
compound.
there. In order to make large-scale screenings, you're gonna need help.
Exactly.
Humanity's very survival rests in your hands. Now, if only you had an actual Cylon detector.
He just seems so unhinged, but they're like, well, he's smart. It's just one of those.
I would never do something like that. Never.
Sharon, I know.
I guess the cool thing about Boomer is the Cylons could have planted agents like years ago on Earth.
I think you'll enjoy it.
We had the moment earlier for Adama.
It's a gift. Never lend books.
Excellent advice. Where it was like, oh, she had an assumption about him, and it was like, oh, she's wrong. He's not as he seems. So it's like I'm waiting for her. Like, it's not as it seems. We'll see if it happens.
Wonderful. Is that a card game?
Oh yeah, Starbucks in this show.
Oh, hey.
Another round? Oh, come on, guys. Grace under pressure. It's nothing like losing a little money.
What could they possibly be buying?
This jacket must be worth at least 15 cubits. It's made of the finest Capricorn cloth.
We need to work on the screening.
Yeah.
We need to demonstrate an ability to maintain order. We need to do it now.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be your policeman. There's a reason why you separate military and the police. One fights the enemy of the state. The other serves and protects the people. When the military becomes both, then the enemies of the state tend to become the people.
Commander, I won't let that happen.
How?
I love that line, though, about the military and police. I never thought about that. Obviously true.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking that we should give this lovely little rock of nothing a name. I'm thinking Kamiko.
After a lovely little lady in a lovely little city in a lovely little colony that I used to know.
Whatever.
I'm not used to playing in this kind of high-stakes game.
It's not too late to bow out.
Staying in the game, I run the risk of losing my entire stake and being humiliated in front of all these lovely people.
Embarrassed would be my choice.
You do play rough, though, don't you?
A little too rough for you.
Without a little risk, life would be so dull, wouldn't it? Full colors. Thank you. Thank you all.
Do you think the silent on his head was behind her head giving the answers?
Oh.
Probably not. I don't think she'd do that.
Yeah, she doesn't even like him that much. Fucks with them all the time.
Hand rolled from some of the finest fumarilla leaf on Caprica. It's also one of the last left in the universe.
Futuristic weed.
Thank you.
Do you ship Starbuck and Baltar?
Talk about a power couple.
And imagine saying that a year ago.
I know, it is weird.
Why is it weird, guys?
Oh, no, I don't mean.
More nothing.
I've got nothing here either.
Five moons, 5 zeros. I'm getting thirsty just thinking about it.
Look at the screen, Sam. What's his name? Crashdown?
Yeah.
I have this feeling. Let's run that last sweep again.
You're the boss.
So the Cylon are able to just be like, okay, she can see that there's water there, so they can just like wipe it. Like,
very interesting.
Boomer, I'm getting nothing again. How about you?
Fight it, Boomer.
It's like she wants to say it, but she's being stopped.
I think I see. I have positive contact. Yeah.
She fought through the programming. Shit.
Found water. Repeat, positive water contact.
It's weird to fathom something like water even existing on like any other planet just out in deep space. It's so weird.
I was picturing like something like Interstellar where the entire planet is just like too much water. It's like, oh shit, we can't live here.
But I feel like even if water was found on another planet in real life, it'd be like, oh, well, due to the conditions of this planet, it's actually not H2O. It's, you know, something else. We can't drink it. Oh.
Oh, time to go.
We'll be cooking up a fine meal of twigs and moss by the end of the week.
Spoil me.
It's cloning a fleet signal.
Somewhere live and kicking here in Caprica.
Oh.
Is it cheating if your clone does it?
Way to go, Boomer.
Nice work, sir.
So here's the other bomb.
Yeah.
I would like you to be my personal military advisor.
I'm sorry,
That little insight about your father making a gesture, it really helped me. I would appreciate more of those insights. And you can keep your day job at the CAG.
It's pronounced CAG.
Do you see why I need you?
So, who's going to tell my father?
That would be your first assignment.
I knew you were going to say that.
She was almost likable in that scene.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, find the detonator.
Yes, I did. I gave it to the Master at Arms.
What?
Hey, no. Wait. I told her I found it during maintenance.
It's like the fact that he's even like covering her up for her. It's like, ugh.
It almost makes me feel like he's gonna get accused or something.
Yeah, like it's gonna blow up in his face somehow, literally or metaphorically.
I also like how it's like a liar situation. This pen is red.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on? I didn't even think that was like gonna end. Like,
oh, it ended. It's like we ran out of time.
I am pretty confused, but being confused, I think, is better than like
Figuring
having
it out.
nothing to say whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have it all figured out. I love the slow realization of what's happening. They tipped us off in the beginning. Some of them of the Cylons might not know they're Cylons. I like the slow reveal of with Boomer and like figuring out how it works. I wish Baltar was more like OG Baltar. This episode actually we did see a little of that with the card game. That was kind of just like for him really, because that didn't really lead to much. I think it was just like a little character scene for him.
Yeah,
because he didn't steal anything. It was a nice little scene with Starbuck. Like it wasn't like, oh, I was able to get this dollar and swipe that dollar. It's like, oh, it's just it was Baltar being Baltar and not like, oh, the red woman's fine. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I thought it was kind of funny because we had literally talked about earlier in the episode, like, oh, we need this guy to show something, and then they gave us that scene. So it's kind of like they knew that making the show, but we need
Ron
more.
Moore.
Yeah, but we need more. Not Ron Moore, but but we need a little bit more. But I'll agree. I think the poker scene and then that scene towards the end with Apollo and the President were probably my two favorite scenes. The President, yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just something about that character that, it's just like it seems like the arrogance is a bit much, but I appreciate that like she had two moments. The moment with finding out that she was wrong about Adamo liking the ceremony. I really liked that because it kind of showed like, oh, she thinks she knows everything about everyone, but nope, you're wrong. And then also that scene with Apollo there. So I'm growing on her a little bit, but I feel like it's because I'm such an Adama guy that it's like I just want to be on his side 100% of the time, no matter what.
Yeah.
And he's awesome. What's his name? Edward James Olmos, I think is the actor. Like, he's been really good. But I just want Starbuck in the show, man. Like, she was in one scene and it was just to build Baltar, and I just feel like from the miniseries I've been like, okay, let's get Starbuck in there. I get it. It's just episode 2. But I hope that she's a bigger part of the show than what this beginning has made it seem like.
I feel like what this show is doing well was very slowly planting the seeds of everything and not just blowing the load right away. And just giving us little scenes like Ty like measuring out his alcohol bottle. Like what's that for? Stuff with the Cylons. Boomer, like what could she do? What does she know? What not know? I love figuring out that mystery. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting more bought in as it goes on. I totally thought I wouldn't like this episode, but I did.
It's funny because for people that haven't been on the Star Trek journey with us, I mean, we were younger, so the TV we watched before starting the channel, we were fully bought in on serialized TV. And there's still some that we enjoyed recently, like Barry and stuff, but for the most part, Star Trek really kind of converted us into the episodic mindset. And then we're just now slowly seeing the serialized trickle back in with TNG, like very slowly. Yeah. But for the most part, everything is introduced and wrapped up in that episode. So to jump into this, with an episode like this where all those scenes you pointed out, all the character stuff and even plot stuff that does not get wrapped up here, but it's only just being introduced, like, why is that happening? Why is that happening? It's almost like for us a readjustment.
We have to rewire our brain again.
Yeah.
Like, first watching TOS, like, I had to rewire my brain to that. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, you're not going to tell us who these people are, but you're going to tell us a story and have it wrap at the button. This, tell us who all these people are, and, you know, have no buttons, wrap up nothing, just introduce more stuff, and not say, oh, it's over.
Yeah, and just hope, kind of like modern TV, like, just hope, just have the faith that by the end of the season, they're able to make it a satisfying arc, which obviously the show's highly praised, so I would hope it does. The camera style, the kind of like the workplace comedy, even though this was before The Office or any of those, it's a bit much. Like, I'm never one that gets like sick or nauseous or anything, but it's like, I get it, they're doing it for the tone and to like stress you out, but it's like when they were in that boardroom meeting, I mean, the camera was just like, it's like, chill a little bit. I mean, you get used to it as you watch it, but it's like by the end of the episode, I wasn't noticing it anymore. But it's just like, oh, sometimes it's like, calm down, someone give the cameraman a Xanax or something. Like, they're clearly doing it on purpose, but I feel like they're such pioneers with it that like Firefly did it just a little bit, and then they're like, oh, well, let's just do it a lot, and it's like they have to kind of learn to dial it back a little bit. Yeah, though, besides that, yeah, this was probably, of what we've watched so far, my favorite. Not saying that that's like a super high bar that blew me away. I just thought it was good. I'm interested to see what happens. So we're actually going to watch episode 3 right now, but as far as YouTube, that'll be out next week, and it's already available on Patreon, so go check that out. We're watching at least this first season, and then we'll see if we continue from there. That's up to you guys, and up to if we like the show, so we'll see what happens.